Hello and welcome back to Brown Arrows Homeschooling. I am just doing a video today trying to share a little tidbit on how I organize my weekly lessons. In my previous videos I told you all that we have expanded. We have gone from last year we had another girl, so we have 6 children now that we're homeschooling. So even though the baby is 1 now, I still like to update my routines and include the next child that we bring into the family, the next blessing, so that whenever it does come around for that child to start reading and start doodling and writing and drawing and coloring and things, that I will have already made the proper space in our system that we already have. So I kind of update my system, and if I need one more file folder, if I need one more slot in an area where I keep my work or things like that, I try to make those changes slowly while the child is still a toddler, a young toddler. Right now she's 1, the baby in our family. So before you know it, usually our children start reading around 3 years old. So I have a couple more summers to start getting that together. But I wanted to come today and share just a quick video on something that I wanted to do. I've always wanted to do it, but we always seem to jump into our homeschool before I even get a chance to sit down and really put it together because I'm so busy with so many other things in the home. But last night, before I went to bed, and I was sitting there kind of looking on Pinterest, and one of my old pens in one of my homeschool folders that I have on Pinterest reminded me of the thing that I wanted to do for my kids because I needed to do it. And I have wanted to do this since we were teaching the older 3, but now we are teaching the most of the top 5 instead of the 3. So I let 2 years slip by without me doing this. Now, don't really know what to call this system. I guess you can call it work folders. I know that a lot of people have adopted the work box method where you kind of organize your curriculum or your unit studies and your weekly lessons. You do a daily organization system in the box slots. And most people use these multicolored rolling tiers. I don't use that because I don't want to pay that much for that for that drawer system. And so, I'm frugal like that, so I like to work my way around things and create my own systems according to what I have or according to the resources and things that I have that I can kind of recreate that. So I'm going to show you this little tray right here. Now this tray, it's amazing how every time I come up with an idea that I want to do that's geared towards homeschooling or even homemaking or anything, where I'm managing my home, I speak it out, I call it out, and the Lord just puts it in the weirdest places. Anyway, I found this in the trash probably about 6 months, no, probably about almost a year ago now. I found this in the trash, and I have been wanting one of these, but I didn't want to pay the price that it costs. This is like a clear, it says a 2-way organizer, cabinet, and compartment. So you can either sit it up on your desk, like so. You can sit it up on your desk. You can also hang it on the wall. It has the little notches to hang up on the wall, or you can sit it face down. So I haven't decided where I'm going to put it yet, but it has just enough spaces for me to finally get my system together for organizing my kids' lessons every week. What I've been doing for the past 3 years, I've been lesson planning weekly. Every Sunday evening I lesson plan. I look at what the child has been doing the previous 2 weeks at most. And I kind of assess from there where we need to go. Do we need to hang out a little bit longer on the lesson that we are currently on, or do we need to move on to the next thing? So I kind of like the system of lesson planning weekly. Some people plan for the year, especially people who use box curriculum. They plan for the year and they just go at it and they hit the lesson according to what week they're on. But I think the beauty in homeschooling is that you have the leeway. You do what is necessary. You do what is proper for that child's learning, what's conducive for that child's learning. So if the child needs to move on, then you move on. If the child needs to park it and spend 3 more weeks on what you're learning, because we teach for mastery. We don't teach for test taking. We don't teach, for anything that the public school system teaches for. We teach for mastery. We teach for, do you understand the concept that you're learning? And are you able to articulate or able to show, map out, visually, verbally, with your hand, with your writing, in writing, articulate that you understand the process of what you're learning. So I like planning week by week. It gives me that leeway, and it gives me that one-on-one with my child, that closeness to be always going back to the drawing board and assessing and reevaluating each and every child and seeing where they are. So back to this tray. My husband found this in the trash, and he was beaming when he brought it home because he knew that I had been wanting this, and I actually saved one in my wish list on eBay. But I didn't want to pay $30 for it. No, I'm too frugal for that. So I'm a thrift junkie, and the Lord just works things out to where I trust Him, and I have trusted Him from day one from homeschooling. And I didn't want homeschool to be something that was just financially demanding. And it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. You just have to open your eyes, open your heart, and be prayerful and walk with the Lord as you normally do. And He will mold your homeschooling journey because it is just an extension of your parenting anyway. So if you're already a praying parent, if you're homeschooling, then, that just becomes an extension of that prayer. So in my prayer, God was like, God, I would really love one of these for my organization. So late last night, I got up and after looking at my pen on Pinterest, I came into an old box in my learning room. I'm in my learning room. And I came and dug in an old chest that we have in here where I have lots of supplies that I have not touched in a very long time. And I found this box of colored file folders. So what I did was I found enough file folders for each child, except for my twins. I'm going to put them in the same folder for now, unless I eventually have to start splitting them up in certain areas where one may be in a different at a different place in their lessons than the other. But for now, I pretty much teach them the same thing. So I have 4 different sets of colors for the 5 children. The oldest is going to have one color. And what I did was I took some of those black chalkboard stickers. And I know that you can find these at a lot of craft stores. You can find them at Walmart, Target. But I love getting mine on eBay. I am an eBay junkie. I've been for the past probably 15 years when I was in high school. But I love the convenience of finding cheaper things on eBay. I get these packets for like 99 cents, and it's a sell out of China. I don't mind waiting on them because I'm not, usually they ship out and they get to you like a week and a half to 2 weeks after you've paid for them. And I don't mind that because I'm usually not in a rush for them. And I also got a pack of the, chalk markers, the chalkboard markers. And so last night I took some of those labels, and I cut them and I put them on each folder, and I labeled each folder Monday through Friday. That way I can better prepare weekly lessons for each of my kids, because previously I would sit down and lesson plan and just write out what we're going to go through. And I would actually spend every morning while they're eating breakfast and while I'm throwing a load of clothes in the washer and sweeping the foyer and things like that, and making sure the smaller ones are dressed and have done their chores. I would sit down every morning and print out what they need and put tabs in textbooks and things. And I have recently just come to a halt with that. Like, you know what? You got to get it together, girl. Like, you got to stop that. You have, you know, I have the ability to have good time management skills, so there's no reason for me to be, I don't know why, I think I like feeling the crunch. So there's no reason why I should be doing this last minute printing out their lessons and things like that. And it's been working, but I know I can foresee that in a couple of years I'm not going to be able to do that as they get older and their lessons become more unit based and literature based and more independent. I'm not going to be able to successfully just sit there at the drop of a dime and print out the older ones' lessons and have, you know, I need that time for me. Things are changing and shifting in the family. And my me time to get me together and to, you know, sit down and spend time with the Lord and to, you know, plan for the household and meal plan and things like that. The times for me to do that are shifting right now. So this is going to be a very good system for me. And I'm going to just slip those in there like that. And yeah, every child will have their own color. And I'm loving this already. I'm loving it even before I have actually put anything in the folders, in which I'm going to be doing that this evening. Printing out all necessary worksheets and things for the week, the coming week. So yeah, I'm just excited that I'm able to get something like this going. And I'm probably going to keep this somewhere on my shelf over here in this little spot. That way, when they wake up in the morning and they come in here in our learning room, if I've instructed for them to come in here, they can come in and I will have, you know, the color code of whose color belongs to who. And they can pull their folder for Monday and they can get started. Now, another thing that I'm going to do, which I will probably do another video for, is for my youngest two that I'm homeschooling, my 6-year-old and my 4-year-old. They're both reading and adding and subtracting very well. So I think that I need to create, rather than printing out a whole bunch of things for them every single morning, I need to sit down, which I'm probably going to do between today and tomorrow. I need to sit down and I need to print out some things and that kind of are progressive in learning, and I need to put that in some kind of 3-ring binder and kind of start like a morning work binder for them, so that they can, it will function kind of as their morning busy work, but I think that the repetition of it will, you know, help them get started with the day and help them kind of like get their roots a little bit better in our homeschool morning and how we start off things. And yeah, so I just wanted to share this little system. I was just stoked that we found the thing in the trash in the first place. My husband found it. But, you know, he is me and I am him, so, you know, I found it. So, yeah, we're stoked that we're going to be starting this system. This is going to organize things and organize my time so much more better, and I'm just looking forward to being a lot more organized. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of you out there that you feel me on organizing. Like, I'm a borderline organized freak, and so, you know, my whole day is like out of whack when things are not just flowing, and I need some flow. So this is gonna help my morning flow. And I will, you know, if anything changes with this, I might do a video and like show what I change up about it. But for now, I think it's gonna work. So if you have any questions or comments, you know, just leave them below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later. Until next time, blessings to you all. Bye-bye.